What's up, YouTubers? rPm Nexus here, bringing you a brand new live stream. And in today's live streams, I'm going to be answering your mobile device questions, and as well as any of the YouTube device YouTube questions that you have. And then we'll also be talking about mobile device tips and everything, like how to properly charge your phone, how to properly clean your charger port. Because a really good friend, which was Neil Crypto Cruising, he put in the word and said that it'd be a pretty cool topic to talk about how to charge your phone properly and how to clean out your charger ports properly. So that is going to be something really fun we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and let's hop over here into this. You know what? I got all this all backwards. I got my bullet points sitting here, and I'm not even going by the bullet points. So let's go ahead. Let's head over in the chat. Let's see who's all here. We have JB the Pro. We have Flash in Your Pan. And we have Midnight Madness 4x4. Welcome to the stream, guys and gals. And thank you for being here. I can't wait to get this started. I had so much stuff that I want to get going and to tell you guys about. And today's shoutouts is going to be a little bit different. As y'all know, in the past, with the shoutouts, all you had to do is drop hashtag shoutout in the chat, which today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today, in order to get a shoutout, you're going to have to answer the trivia questions. I actually have trivia questions for the channel shoutouts today. So in order to get a channel shoutout, you have to answer the trivia questions with the correct spelling, and you have to be the first or whatnot to be able to answer it. So it's going to be something new, something different. I'm testing it out, see how well this goes. If it goes pretty well and people like it, then I may keep doing it. But if not, it's just, to me, I think this is an easier way to deter all the spam and all the, you know, the sub for sub kind of crap in the chat. Because past couple weeks, I've been getting these crappy people coming into the chat and dropping like self-promotions and stuff like that. And maybe this will help that part of it out. So today we're going to be doing trivia questions on channel shoutouts. So once I get to, I'm not going to do them all in a row for a channel shoutout. I'm actually just going to like go over a few things and then give a trivia question so I can pull you up, have you ready. Granted, I already have like the 5 channels that I normally do ready to be shout out as well. So those 5 channels are already automatically up here. These channels that I automatically do, the channel shoutouts, they're from my subscriber list that I subscribe to, and maybe y'all may like the people that I subscribe to, and it gives y'all a chance to see different types of channels, because believe it or not, I watch a lot of different channels, and there's some pretty good ones out there, so that's something to keep in mind. But before we get into the very first trivia question for a channel shoutout, what I need you guys to do is do me one solid favor, is hit the sub and bell icon if you're new to the stream. And if you are not new to the stream, hit the like and share this out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you kids do these days. Just share it out on one of those platforms, and that'd be so awesome. Alright, so the first trivia question, this is the first trivia question, and just like these or Nick's live streams, the answer that comes up on my computer, this is the answer that I'm going to see, and whoever gets it right will get their channel pulled up when we get to the channel shoutout portion, which it'll be after we do all the really cool mobile device tips and answer questions about mobile devices or YouTube, stuff like that in the general. So, the very first question that we are going to have, since this is all about mobile devices, so I guess the first question I'm going to ask you, get ready guys, are you ready? You ready for the trivia? Here we go. Who made the first mobile phone? Alright guys, remember, you gotta have the right answer and it has to be spelled correctly. Again, who made the first ever mobile phone? Drop it in the chat, let me know, and if you got it right, then I'll definitely put you in the queue for the channel shoutout. So first and foremost, alright guys and gals, so how are we doing today? Flash in Your Pan, Midnight Madness, JB Pro, how are you guys doing today? Y'all doing okay? Because I hope you are, because I'm doing a fantastic day, and as you can tell, I am repping the Hybrid Steel shirt today, and it's just, I try to get some of the creator shirts that I enjoy watching on some of my live streams with my videos. I know there's a few more out there. I know I'm going to buy a Neil Crypto Cruising shirt. I'm going to buy Brianni Face shirt. I got a few other ones I got to get out there. JB the Pro, you're right, buddy. Martin Cooper was the first ever to get the first person to invent the mobile phone. No, it's actually Martin Cooper. Midnight Madness, you may be old enough to remember this. You remember the old, it's that huge phone, it's like this, and had like a little antenna. It's like a huge looking phone, which is really cool. So let me do a little Google search here real quick. Okay, Martin Cooper. Motorola was the first company to produce a handheld mobile phone on April 3rd, 1973. Martin Cooper, a Motorola researcher and executive, made the first mobile telephone call from handheld subscriber equipment, placing a call to Dr. Joel S. Engel of Bell Labs, his rival, which is really cool. So, JB the Pro, we are going to have you, nope, haven't got you up yet, so we're going to go ahead and put you up in the queue to have your channel shout out later on in the channel shout out. Oh, wait. Where are we at? JB the Pro. That was weird. Huh. I was like, wait, where's that music? Where's JB the Pro? I hear him talking, but how's he talking on my stream? It's one of the channel video that was up, JB. So, anybody got any questions, anything about YouTube or mobile devices that you would like for me to answer? Because I would definitely, Motorola is the first company that made the phone, but Martin Cooper was the first person to invent it. He was like the first one. So really, Martin Cooper was the first one. Motorola is just the company that branded it. I said first person, not. But anyways, so what questions do we have for me today? Mobile device, YouTube tips, anything y'all want to know? Because I could definitely be able to answer that for you. If not, then we'll get on to some mobile device tips and everything. And then on top of that, guys, the first thing I want to tell you guys is that I do have a Teesprings store, and which is super awesome. I just recently added a new logo and everything to it. Is Where Text Matters, and it's pretty cool. I got a bunch of stuff that's dealing with that. I got like a pillow, I got a couple shirts, I got some kids shirts, and I got a lot of that. And then I got some other ones that are like last year's model, but I plan on getting a new logo up soon. I think I'm going to try to get I think I got one that's, where are we at? YouTube, Adobe, Merc logos, I think. Yep. I'll show you guys this later when we get to the channel shout out part of it. Yep. Wow. I got to change the colors on this though, that's for sure, because it's not my color scheme, so I definitely have to change up the colors on this a little bit later, but I'll be able to show it to you, the new look, a little bit later when we get to that part of it. Yes, Flash in Japan, you're definitely. How can you speed up a mobile device hardware wise? Are you talking about the processor and everything? To be honest, JB the Pro, it depends on your memory and the phone itself, because large part of your processing power is dealing with the memory. So the more memory and RAM you're using, the less power you're going to have within the phone itself to go faster. I know, like, for a fact, there's certain things on my phone that are running a little bit slower because of the amount of memory that they take and stuff like that. So if you want more, I guess you say, a faster phone or something like that, you want to invest in like an SD card or something to like expand the memory on the phone, so you'll be able to help with the processing power, because there ain't no way to speed it up, but to slow it down, if you're downloading games, if you're playing games, if you're downloading like a bunch of apps on your phone, that would definitely slow down your phone, most definitely. So that is something to keep in mind when you're downloading a bunch of games and stuff like that, is it will download all the really cool stuff. 5 people in the chat, and I'm only seeing 3. Weird. Yeah. So as I mentioned today, like I said, if you're new to the channel and you don't know what we do here, I do live channel shoutouts. And the way today's channel shoutout is going to be done is going to be with trivia questions, and there will be questions like throughout the time, and then you'll be able to answer them, and then you'll get your chance to get your channel shout out pulled up for the day. But you have to be the first one to get it right and spell correctly. And then also on top of that, if you've already got your channel shout out that's like in the queue, then it'll go on to the next person that'll be able to get it. I see 6. Yeah, it might be me, Flash. It might be me that's with the 6, because I got my my live kind of thing sitting here as well. So that might be me as well. I'm not sure. But anyways, let me put this back over that way. So, any more questions that I could? Yeah, Midnight Madness. That would be so awesome if you could do that. It just sucks that that you can't, you know. But they're finally getting smart with the phones with the batteries, though. You know, like the Note 9. There's the other phone. I think it's the RGA or something like that. I'm not too sure on that phone, but they got 4,000 milliamp batteries. They're getting better with the batteries to make the phones last a lot longer, because mobile games are starting to become a trend. They're starting to become a thing, as you can tell with Hybrid Steel's previous review on Tony Hawk's. I mean, games are coming, and it's just a lot of games are taking hits on it. But I mean, you got Fortnite mobile, you got PUBG mobile. I mean, you got all these really good games that people want to play, and they're on mobile. It's just, you're going to need a better battery. You're going to need a better phone for a large part of this stuff. So that's definitely something to keep in mind with the phone. So if you're playing a game with your phone or something like that, look for a bigger battery, or look for something that can extend the battery life on it. Because I know for a fact this phone right here, this thing will just, it doesn't it lasts as long as what I need it for. It doesn't really got so much stuff on it. It's got maybe one game on it. And that one game, what is this? Oh, let's see. The one game I got on it, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! It is Dual Generations. It's because I'm a fan of that. But I also got like a lot of other apps on here. I got like iHeartRadio. I got GameStop. I got Snapchat, Facebook, TubeBuddy, YouTube Studio, Papa John's. I got a battery case for my Note. 10,000 milliamp, but rarely use it. Yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's a lot of power for these phones, and you know, it's amazing how the technology grew over time. Because you know, back in the day, you had like these little video Nokias that had like the game Snake on it. JB Pro, you may be too young for this one, but they had the little snake that goes around. You had to collect the dots, and the snake gets bigger. That game was fun back in the day compared to what's on it now. So, any more questions that I can answer? YouTube questions. If you have any YouTube questions, I'm not the experts like Nick or D or Dale or all these other guys out there, but I could possibly answer some. I can get a few out there. And if you haven't already done so, guys, be sure to hit the like button, and as well hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. All right. You used to play it. No, not Slither.io, JB the Pro. This is this was a little bit different than what Slither.io was. Way different than Slither.io. Snake was like centuries old. Midnight Madness or Flash in Japan may know what I'm talking about with the old Nokias. They had like certain games, and this was like really, really old. This is before Slither. I gotta mark off the questions that I asked here, so that I know that they're not being repeated. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me drop the next trivia question. The next trivia question we are going to go with. Let's see. Here's a good one. Here's a real easy one. What is the Nimmin Brothers' favorite live stream snack? Again, what is the Nimmin Brothers' favorite live stream snack? During their live stream on Saturdays, what is their favorite live stream snack? Drop it down in the chat. It must, well, obviously it's not going to, yeah, like old phone. Midnight Madness, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, by the way, if you see this little guy right here, this little, Ah, Midnight Madness, you got it. Right on the buzzard. Midnight Madness, I got you in the queue to be pulled up. So we'll be, like I said, we'll be doing more down the road. And I mean, so far it's only a few people in here, but we'll be answering more. I'm just, this whole thing is just a test to see how well this does. I mean, I may not do this because, you know, there's not a whole lot of people in here, but it's just something to test it out with. But this right here on my forehead, this is actually a work-related incident. It was Friday, you know, a buddy of mine, we were working, and I was shoveling, and as I bent down to shovel up something, because we got these big, huge shovels, you know, like snow shovels and stuff, I bent down to, like, at the same time as I bent down, my buddy is on his way up with his shovel, and as he did, it hit me right here in the forehead. But, you know, it's all good. It's just, you barely can't see it, but, you know, unless I pointed it out. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's dive into the cleaning the charge ports properly and charging your phones properly. All right, the first thing and foremost, guys and gals, if you have a phone, like, I know the iPhones and, like, your newer Androids, you know, like your Galaxies, I think it was I'm not too sure which phone started with the C chargers. I think it was the 7s that started with the C chargers. I'm not too sure which one started, but the newer Androids, you know, like your Galaxy 8, your Note 9s, the Note 8s and stuff like that, that deals with the new USB type charger. Queen Warrior Johnson, thank you for joining us. Thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you here. But those particular phones, it's just let's do a rollback with this real quick. Okay, your older Androids. Let's see how we can put this. Let's see. Let's see when was the first. I got Google here. When was the first C-type device? The world's first phone with USB-C type is here. We're looking at see which ones was the first C-type charger. World's first phone with USB-C type port was okay, so it was a different phone. It was I think it was like the HTC, or it's one of the Google phones. It looks like a Google phone. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the Google phone. Huh. Okay. Yep. AMD Hua. Anyways, all right. So let's get into the parts where I guess we'll talk about how to charge your phones properly and what you need to expect when you're charging your phones. I might have mentioned this like in a past stream or so, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember all my streams. I don't really watch back all my streams. So the first thing and foremost, you know, batteries, they have... micro USB, that could go back generations there, JB. First, let's see. First phone with micro USB charger. Let's see what the first phone device to use micro blah blah. It doesn't say much. It really doesn't say much. That was stupid. Anyways, let's get back to what I was talking about. All right. Okay. So to charge your phone properly is basically that batteries over time, if you like disconnect the charger at a certain time, so many times over time the battery will wind up memorizing that particular charge. So say, for an example, so let's say you charge your phone up to 50%. And you take it off the charger to use it, and then you put it back on the charger, and then you constantly take it off at 50%. What's going to happen over time, that's about the only amount of charge you're going to get on your phone is 50%. And it won't get the true potential of what it's supposed to be. So when you want to charge your phone, you want to drop it down to at least as low as it could go. So around 15, 12%, 10%. You want to... I got to do this right quick. There we go. so that you're able to get the full charge and you're able to get the longer lasting of the battery and everything within the phone. So you want to charge it up to 100% and then let it discharge all the way down to 12 to 15%, because if you don't do it that way, the battery will not last as long as it's supposed to, and you're going to hurt the battery over time. Granted, certain phones, they can do a lot longer, but, you know, it's best to charge the phone to 100% and then let it discharge all the way down to around 12 to 15% when the phone needs to be charged up. That's any device, you know, like a laptop, tablets. That's really anything that needs to be charged. You want to charge it to 100% and let it deplete down to a certain amount of charge, like 15 or 12%. And sometimes it's also good to let the phone fully die and then charge it back up to 100%, because what that does, it just resets a lot of stuff and makes it calibrate a little bit better on that part of it, so it makes it last twice as long in the long run. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. So basically, what I have here are 3 different chargers, charge blocks I have right here. This is for a Galaxy S8, which is right here. This is what this one's for, and this one is rated at, let's see, the amps are 2.0 amps, and then you got 1.67 amps. Benny the Boy Gamer, actually, in order to get a channel shout out today, you have to be here during the trivia questions to get a channel shout out. So if you want a channel shout out, you have to stay with in the chat, and when I get to one of the trivia questions, you have to be one of the first ones to answer the trivia, and I will give you a channel shout out if you answer the question. So be on the lookout for that. All right. So as I was saying, goes to a Galaxy S8, and this is a fast charger for the Galaxy S8. The chargers, receptors, and everything within the Galaxy S8, it is programmed to withstand the fast charging on this, but my phone like this right here, this particular Motorola phone, this one is not equipped to handle this fast charger. This charger will over time destroy the battery that's in this phone, because the battery is not programmed and it's not rated for this fast charger. So keep that in mind when you're using different chargers on different devices, that it will hurt the battery over time, especially if the phone is not rated for these chargers that you're using. So it's best to keep with the charger that came with the phone, and then you'll be able to get a chance to, you know, I guess, what's up, Hybrid Still? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. But as I mentioned, you just want to keep with the same charger that came with the device. You don't want to put a different charger on a, let's say right now I have a Motorola, and granted, majority of your Android phones are typically the same thing, but it's what the stuff that's inside the phones that makes up what is better for the phone. So this battery in here is 100% different than what was in my Galaxy S8, but the operating systems are somewhat the same because it's Android. Android is all the same thing. But when you're charging it with this charger, it will basically hurt the battery over time because of the fact that it's not equipped with it. And then right here, I have a regular Android charger, which this is an LG charger, which this wouldn't hurt this phone, the Motorola phone, because the fact the amps on this is like super low, so that'll give it kind of a slow charge. But then again, a slow charge on most phones, it will hurt the phone because it'll take a lot longer to charge, and the longer it stays on a charger that's repeatedly getting charged, the battery will start to heat. I'm not too sure if y'all familiar with any of that, but it will overheat over time. This right here is an iPhone charger. This is meant for the iPhone, like certain phones, and I believe this was meant for an iPhone 5 or an iPhone 7. So that is something to keep in mind. Flash Japan, why what? Are you talking to me, or are you talking to Hybrid Steel? But this is the iPhone charger. This is something that you don't want to plug an Android phone up, or you basically just gotta look at the ratings. You just don't want to use random. Yes, Flash in Japan, that is because the amp and voltage differences in the chargers. But it's just like this one right here is rated, let's see, this one's rated at 1.2 amps, this one right here. And this one's actually rated at, let's see, where are we at? 2 amps. So this one's a lot slower, and this one's going to be a lot faster compared to the two. And then this one is the iPhone charger. This one is rated at, I can't see. I really can't see. I don't have enough light here. See, this right here, this is the iPhone charger. This is rated at 1 amp. So if I were to take this and stick it to my Galaxy S8, which is rated at 2 amps, it would take a lot slower because the charger's not rated for it. And then over time, like, I mean, if it's, say your phone is supposed to be taking, like, I know my Galaxy S8, when it's fully down to around 12-15%, it will take at least maybe an hour, maybe hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at the most to fully charge. But if I use like this little charger right here, it'll take at least 3 hours to charge because it's a slower charge. And with that, it is basically just going to constantly charge the phone. And while it's charging the phone, the battery is going to start to overheat because it's a slower charge, and the battery is just not equipped for the slower charge rates of certain chargers. So all in all, you want to stick with the charger that came with your device and try to stay away from third-party phone chargers, you know, because like I know a lot of gas stations, they'll sell these cheap chargers, your dollar stores, you know, you even have on eBay, you have it on Amazon, you have all these cheap chargers that are really cool, but those things over time, they're not going to last long, and they're not rated for a lot of these phones because those companies don't really think about the rates and the amps and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind as you're buying a lot of chargers. Do wireless and wired charging have a big difference in terms of voltage, etc.? No. JB the Pro, no. The wireless chargers, they are rated for a certain charge, and they are smart enough to understand which phone is being placed on the charger itself. So it will, with hold on, I'm missing one question. So basically, the wireless chargers are smart enough to understand which phones is being placed on top of it. And like the Galaxy S8, if I take and place mine on a smart charger, it'll understand what it needs to be charged at because the technology that's in the phone. But if I take my Galaxy S8 and hook it up to a charger that is less amount of amps as the charger is rated for it, it will take longer, and it won't understand that it's a different phone. It'll just keep it at the rate that it's at. These things are not smart, and no, that is inaccurate, JB Pro. So it will underheat with a fast charger. It's this mic. It's like I'm trying to keep away from it, and it's just. It tickles my nose for some reason. But JB Pro, that is actually false because, as I mentioned, if a phone is rated to be, like I said, the Galaxy S8, if it's rated to be on a fast charger, that it needs to be on a fast charger. It doesn't need to be on a slower charger. But if your phone is rated for a slow charge, like a 1 amp charger, and you stick a phone like this phone right here, you stick it on a charger, and it's not rated for a 2 amp charge, yes, it'll charge it faster, but it's also going to destroy the battery over time because that's not what the battery is rated for. And you just got, basically just stick with the charger that came with the phone or the device or whatever, because you don't want to mix up your chargers, and trust me, you'll damage the batteries. As I mentioned before, that I work for a store, Batteries Plus Bulbs, and I did a lot of repairs on phones, and the main thing people come in with is issues with batteries, and they'll say, oh, the battery's not lasting. How long have you had the battery? I had it for a year. I said, okay, well, what charger are you using? I'm using this charger. It belonged to my old Motorola, but yet they're using a Samsung phone. No, you need to stick with the Samsung chargers because they're rated for the Samsungs. They're not rated for Motorola because it's all different. Granted, the Android systems are the same, but no, they're different. Yes. Oh, yes. The USB cable matter. No, the USB cables don't matter, JB the Pro. But keep in mind, does the USB to micro USB cable matter during charging? No, it doesn't, JB Pro. A USB cable wouldn't really matter, but just keep in mind is whatever the price you pay for that cable is what you're going to get. So, like, if I go to the dollar store, and I know for a fact the dollar store is going to have a USB cable for an Android, but it's not going to be high quality. That means the company that made that cord took some corners out and made it a lot cheaper, so that's why it's a cheap price to be putting in the phone. So over time, either the charger cord is going to just give out, or it's going to burn out, one of the two. And I've seen that quite a few times. And flash in your pan, what if you lose the chargers that come with it? Then you just basically have to just kind of keep within the amount of voltage and amps that came with the phone. So like I said, this is rated for a 2 amp charge. This is not even rated at a 2 amp charge, and this is only rated 1 amp charge. So I wouldn't charge my Galaxy S8 with these two right here, because these won't. It'd be a slower charge for the phone, and like I said, over time the battery itself will start to overheat, and when it starts to heat up, that's where the capacity of the battery is. The stuff in the battery is being demolished. Yes, yep. That is definitely right, Flash in your pan. That is definitely right. Now we're going to talk about charging ports in general on your mobile devices, because I know, like in the past, I've talked about the whole charging systems and stuff like that. But now we're going to talk about charging ports on phones. I have to give it to Apple. I'll do it for whatever phone I get. I mean, if I get a phone, if it's an Apple or Samsung, Motorola, it could be Nokia. It doesn't matter, as long as the phone does what I need it to be done. I'm okay with it. But what was I saying? But okay, Apple's charger ports, I have to give it to Apple on this one. Their charger ports except for the very first one, I think is the very beginning, that the charger sucked. It was like the 5s on up. That's where the charger ports were tremendously awesome, because they came with those lightning cables and stuff like that. That is super, super cool. And that is something, like, if you're looking for a phone that's got a really decent charging port, the iPhone's a way to go. Those charger ports are super awesome. But now the Android side of everything is starting to get a little bit smarter, because of the C-type chargers that they're coming with, because it's kind of similar to the Apple chargers, which is starting to be a heck of a lot smarter, that they're being able to do this. So that is something you want to keep in mind as well, is those charger ports are starting to be a lot more stronger than what they used to be. But phones like this, I can't really show it to you. If you have an older Android, you'll know what I'm talking about. The older Androids, they have these older charger ports. They got the little, it's got the little tongue in it, so it's like micro USB kind of charger. Those charger ports, I guess I'm gonna be brutally honest, they suck really bad, especially on the older Samsungs. You know, like the Galaxy S3s, the 4s, the 5s, and I think the 6s had it. A lot of your Android tablets have it. Basically, it's just any Android phone in general that has these particular charger ports, they suck. It's because over time, even if they're do you mean like braided cables? D Niman, how's it going, buddy? Thank you for stopping by. But it's just the charger ports in general. It's just the older generation of Androids. It's just they suck. You don't know how many times I've had people come into Batteries Plus when I was working there with issues with their charger ports, because like the old Galaxy S3s, believe it or not, the Galaxy S3s, their charger ports were soldered onto the board. So when they break off, the battery is done. I mean, not the battery, but the charge port is done. So that is something to keep in mind when you're buying these older phones. But it's just, I wish I could show you the charger port in these. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can find an image of a charger port. Android charging port. I'm looking for some charger ports to let you guys see what I'm talking about. Let's see what we're talking about here. I'm trying to get you guys to let you see the charger ports difference on these Androids that I'm talking about. Let's see. You know what? I think I could go with this one right here. We'll save the image here. Save. All right, there we go. And let me turn off my intro here. Let me go to my shoutout scene real quick. Let me pull up. Try to give you guys a little picture of the. It didn't work. What? Okay. I guess we're not doing that. Let me. I'm trying to find a charger port. Let's see. Trying to get a charger port look here for you guys to kind of see what I'm talking about. It's kind of harder to. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. There we go. Let me get back to there we go. But yeah, it's just it's the micro USB chargers, the micro USB charging ports on your Android phones. It's just they suck. They really badly suck because over time this let's see, this little thing on the inside. I'm not too sure if you can see it. If the camera will focus in, it's not gonna focus in. But anyways, I got ID. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so as I was saying, the charger ports on the older Androids, they're just not built strong enough. And I know for a fact that Galaxy S3's charger ports, they were soldered onto the board. After the Galaxy S3s, the Samsung and a lot of the Androids started to get smarter with their charger ports because they started making it where they're replaceable. But it's stupid the way they made the charger ports. And then when you get to the Galaxy S5, I don't know what Samsung was thinking, but that was beyond the stupidest charger port I have ever seen. Like, why do you need that? And then people come into the store thinking you need the actual charging cord for the S5, but you don't need the actual charger cord, like the whole thing. You just needed the charger port to charge. The other one is just faster tethering, faster connection between the it's just better in general. It's a stupid thing. And then after that, then they went back to the crappier charger ports, and then after that they finally went to the C-type chargers, which a lot of your more Galaxy known Android phones are starting to get like that. The S4 charger, what about the S4 charger? Are you talking about the Galaxy S4 charger, or are you talking about the iPhone? Well, obviously you're talking about the Galaxy S4. As I mentioned, JB Pro, all the older Android charger ports, they're all garbage. As I said, that I know for a fact, working at the store I worked in and dealing with phones over time, that the charger ports were they're bad. And over time, it's just the C-type and the iPhone chargers are the best chargers on the market right now, and they are definitely 10 times better than what all the older phones were doing. And I'm happy that Apple really realized that after the iPhone 4 with the charger ports and the iPads and everything. So I'm happy that Apple's fixed that part of it. Yes. JB the Pro, I'm assuming at some point they may, because believe it or not, Android and Apple, They share each other's products. You know, you got large part of Samsung products are in Apple products, and large part of Apple products are in other phones too. So it's the world. And hope, like D said, that all the companies will use this, make one port, and that'd be absolutely awesome. And you know what? To be honest, D, I would be down if all the phones had the Apple charger ports, because the charger ports on the Apples, they're 100% better than a lot of your charger ports that they got out now, besides this C-Type. The C-Type is starting to become a little bit better too, so that's definitely something working for them. All right, so we are into the I'm going to give you guys another trivia question here, and as far as the people, Hypersteel, and a lot of people that's just now joining, if you're new to the chat and you're new to the channel, what I used to do like hashtag shoutouts to get a shout out. Well, I'm doing a little bit something different to deter the, I guess you'd say the spam and the stuff like that, self-promotions like that. I'm just doing trivia to give you a chance to get a channel shout out. I know Midnight Madness and JB Pros already answered 2 of them, and I got a couple of them for you guys to yes, Midnight Madness knows what I'm talking about. All right, so the next trivia question we got here, this will be I got you another easy one here. What planet are the Autobots from? Again, if you want a channel shout out, you have to get the trivia question right, and you have to spell it right. And I know your side of everything may pop up with the right question, but, well, the right answer is whatever I see on my computer is going to be the person that gets it. So just keep that in mind. What planet are the Autobots from? That is the next trivia question. Okay, so the next mobile device tip is about cleaning your charger ports. Yes. Oh God. Cleaning your charger ports, guys and gals. Yes, you have to clean your charger port. Yes, you have to keep it clean, because if you're like me and you like sticking your pocket into your, I mean, not my pocket, into your pocket, my phone, and I like sticking my phone in my pocket. If you like sticking your phone inside your pocket, the chances are your charger port is going to start gaining and getting a lot of pocket lint over time. And the notorious about it, okay, again, if you didn't hear the trivia question, is what planet are the Autobots from? You have to spell it right, and if you already got queued up for the question, okay, pocket in pocket. Okay, so basically what you want to do with your charger ports to clean them out properly, you want to have, you don't want anything metal, you don't want like metal tweezers or something like that. And let me get this out. I have right here is Ultra Duster. I use it mainly on my keyboards and stuff, but this is something you want to have in your arsenal when you're cleaning out your charger ports. And then on top of that, you want to make sure, whoop. All right, Hybrid Steel, he got the trivia question right, and we'll put you in the queue to have your channel pulled up. But okay, so as I was saying, you want to have your can of air for yourself so that you can able to spray it out. So basically when you want to do it, you want to spray it out just like this. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. And then after you clean it out, if it's not 100% clean, you want to find yourself like a wooden toothpick or something that is able to get into the charger port just to get the yes, I know, Hybrid Steel, but it's the mic. It's the mic. It's tickling my nose, and it's just, I've already got allergies bad enough. But And then if it's not fully clean, you want to get like a little toothpick and just kind of get it in there and trying to start cleaning out. The Apple products, when my friend American Go, the Apple products. What was funny with the Apple products was like people will come into the store a lot, and they said, "Oh, I need a new charger port," and that's not the case because the Apple charger ports, they're bad about collecting pollen over time. And I would just take like a toothpick or but I usually just take a toothpick or yes, I know I said metal tweezers or something because we don't have toothpicks where I worked at, and just kind of pluck out the pollen, and then your charger port is clean. So basically you just want to have a can of air, toothpicks, and you know, occasionally you want to have like maybe I guess you'll say a cotton swab, not cotton swab. What do you call them? Yeah, cotton swab. Q-tip. That's what they're called. Q-tip, and be able to try to get in there and try to clean out the charger port itself a little bit. You don't want to put too much in it. You want to like get a Q-tip in there, just kind of clean it out. Make sure it's like kind of making the connections and everything, because on an Apple charger you got two sides of connectors that needs to connect to both up and down sides of the phone. So that definitely you want to. Photo Fin, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you guys here. So, we'll go ahead and do another trivia question for a channel shout out. If you're new to the channel and you want to get your channel shout out, all you have to do is answer the trivia question and spell it right, and then you'll be able to get a chance to be pulled up within the channel shout out portion of this. Okay, we're going to do another one here. I got to mark off the other one that I did a few minutes ago, so I won't confuse that again. What is... Wait, no. Who won the first American Idol? There you go. That should be an easy one. Who won the very first American Idol? There you go. That's the next trivia question. So, now let's compare the iPhones and new Androids versus older phones. I think I mentioned this. It's about the... yeah, I did mention this a few minutes ago. So, anybody got any questions about anything I just mentioned about charger ports wise? What you want to know about charger ports? I can definitely... Glue? Who... Again, for the trivia question, who won the first ever Midnight Madness? Awesome, Midnight Madness. You are already pulled up in queue. Who do you want to give your spot to, your trivia question, to give them a shout out? Who do you want to give that to? Anybody in the chat that you want to give it to? But anyways, guys and gals, if you got any questions about your charger ports, go ahead and drop it in the chat before we get into the parts of the well, we'll give it a flash in your pan. Flash in your pan. We'll give it to flash. I don't know why I'm doing trivia. Well, I do know why. It's just I'm trying to make it fun. Yeah. So I got a lot of tech products behind me. As you can tell right here, I have a headset I got to review. I have a keyboard I got to review. I got a Bluetooth speaker I got to review. I've also got a karaoke microphone I got to review. I got a lot of stuff that's got to be reviewed. Oh, and D, yes, you are still in here, buddy. You were mentioning earlier today, talking about getting free products from Amazon and whatnot earlier today. I just want to show you the little gadget I got recently from Amazon to do reviews on. It's this little guy right here. This right here. I just got this recently free to review on my channel from a company off of Amazon, which is really cool. So this is something I'm looking forward to doing the review on, which it will be here. It'll be Monday when this video comes out. So that's super dope that this company actually sent me a pair of these headsets for free, which is not bad. They're actually at least around $40 plus tax or something like that. It's definitely not that bad of a headset. I've already did all the tests and everything. So this is a really cool thing that they did right here. So we're going to put this back up. Right, huh? But to be honest, all my tech, all the tech products that I did before, the reviews, I've always. Yes, D Niman, that's the foldable headsets that you see a lot of people walking around with. That's pretty cool. That they sent to me. And then on top of that, I got this little Android keyboard here that I bought myself to do a review on. Yes, flash in your pan. This is something that's going to be really neat to do the review on right here. Oh, it's upside down. This is going to be a review. It's the Bluetooth keyboard for your mobile devices, which is really cool. I can't wait to do the review on this. And then I have this right here. This is another Bluetooth speaker. It's made by Linru. And it's also I've also got like a mouse that's made by them, which is really cool. Which is something really cool. It's got the little blue LED light on it right there, which is really cool. I like the way this looks and everything. It's so small, and it is really loud too. It's super loud with this itty bitty old Bluetooth speaker. So that's something to look forward to in another video. But anyways, so we are going to do one more trivia question here, guys and gals. And if you haven't already done so, remember, well, you know what? I'm not going to do one more trivia question because we're getting close to the end of the video, well, the stream. Okay, so the next question, who made the first car? Who made the very first car? Mr. Midnight Madness, you may get this one. Who made the very first car? Very few viewers. Yeah, and another thing, you know, something D was touching on earlier today in his live stream, which nope. Honestly, Henry Ford wasn't the first. You might want to look that up. Henry Ford wasn't the first person to make the car. Let's see. You might want to look that up. Yeah, Henry Ford was the first. Let me pull this up. Yep. Yes, flash in your pan. You've got it, buddy. Flash in your pan. Flash, I got you pulled up in the queue for a. That's a tough one. See, I thought the same thing. To be honest with you, when I was looking for the questions online, and I was like, "Ooh, who made the first car?" And I was like, "It has to be Henry Ford." You know, I thought Henry Ford was the first one that made the car, but it was actually Carl Benz. Yes. Yes. So, Flash in your pan, I've already got you queued up to have your channel shout out. Who do you want to pass it off to? Anybody in particular you want to pass it off to? $10-4. D, your channel is being pulled up in the shout out. All right. All right, let's see what. Oh, here's an easy one. I guess most of you might get it. I don't know how you might not get it or how you. I don't know. you might get it. What is rPm Nexus motto? What is my motto? What is the saying I like to say? And it was basically all over my channel. It's in my channel art. It's everywhere. What is my motto? What is my motto? What is my slogan for my channel? It's there, buddies. Anyways, it's just, oh, what I was saying the other day. D, you mentioned something about companies were sending you like a vacuum cleaner to review and everything with your channel. I've been getting some of the weirdest things to review. Oh, come on, guys. My microphone, it tastes good too. Just to let you know. Oh God, there it goes again. But anyways, D, you mentioned something about people sending you vacuum cleaners. I've had a company ask me to review a lamp and a stud finder. I'm like, no, sorry, that's not within my content, and I can't do it. You know, there's at certain points I gotta say no, and it's just something that I don't. Really, y'all really don't know my motto? Y'all really don't know what I like? There it is. Right there. It's really behind my head. It's like, it's there. I really. But yeah. Yeah, so it's like the easiest question ever. That's kind of funny. It was said way back. Seriously? Did Hybrid get it? Oh, he did get it. Darn it. Where lamps matter. Yeah, I see it. Hybrid, you got it. Hybrid still. I didn't really realize that the chat moves a little bit fast. Maybe I'll slow down the chat. Yeah, lamp. I don't know why they wanted me to do lamps. I guess at some point, like I said, it's just I gotta get to some point to say no to some products because it's not within my content I do. And then after the headset not this headset, the iHyper headset that I did, the same company wanted to send me a light bulb to review. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I don't do light bulbs. It's not within my channel content. So, Hybrid still, who do you want to give it a photo pin? Okay. Okay, chat, stop moving. Okay, I got a lot of people up in. Yeah, I know. Go to bed, man. y'all are too funny. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get into the channel shout out portion of this. Yeah, Midnight Madness, a light bulb. I kind of wander off my content with the LED light, but you know, I'm noticing certain things within my content that are not doing so good. It's mainly all these random products that I get from all these random companies that they're not doing so good within views. But a lot of my other videos, like the Black Web products, like this keyboard, they're doing pretty good. D-Newman, it will most definitely be up for replay. But alright guys, let's go ahead, let's get into the channel shout out portions of this live stream, so that here shortly we'll be getting off. Alright, here we go. Oh. I'm messing up. There we go. And I need something right. I need pop out chat. I need to pop out chat. There we go. So that I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we are into the channel shout out portion of today's live stream, guys and gals. And I am happy to be at this point. We have a lot of channels to do some channel shout outs. So the trivia, the trivia questions was just a test to see what's different. But coming next Sunday, it's just going to be your normal way of getting a shout out on the channel. So I'm not really worried about the questions and whatnot. So, do what? Oh, I got a ton of them. Let me see. See, this is one of them too. Yeah. So, I just realized something. I realized something. I was sitting here talking to you guys the whole time as I was doing that, and I realized, like, when those particular scenes, there is no mic on it. It's kind of funny, isn't it? But let's see where the live dashboard is at. Okay, it's back on the channel shout out portion. Okay, cool. Okay, so as you can tell, guys and gals, we always start off with the very first channel, and which is normally mine. And I try to give, you know, that little, hey, if you enjoy this live stream and you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe and hit that like button, and as well as the bell notification. You guys would definitely be happy that you did. Alright, we are going to kick it off with the very first channel that I have up here for you guys. We are going to look at Viper, the man about tech. This guy is super cool. If you have not checked out his channel, he is the guy that is all about the Apple products. So if you want to learn a lot about the Apple products, I recommend checking it out, and you'll definitely be happy that you did enjoy the whole Viper scene. I don't know why I do this. Let's go this, copy, paste, that. All right, Viper, the man about tech. All right, the next one we are going to talk about, we are going to hit JB the Pro up. The mobile gaming every Saturday. This little guy is super cool, and he is trying his best to make his channel really good. And so far, he's done a lot of stuff. He's in the works of making it better. So you know what? I'm gonna give the little guy some little props here, and go ahead and subscribe to his channel. I will definitely be watching a lot of your videos in the long road. Yeah, I use dark mode. I don't know why Vipers was on the white mode for some reason. But he's getting there with the help of Hybrid Steel. And to be honest, JB the Pro has been in my streams every single time I live stream. I know he's been in Hybrid Steel's live stream. He is man. He is one guy that you can definitely count on that he will be in the live streams of mine and Hybrid Steel. He is always there, 100% helping and talking with people, and believe it or not, he makes large part of the streams fun, because every time I go into Hybrid Steel stream, he is always asking questions to Hybrid Steel, getting Hybrid Steel talking, and it's just stuff in Hybrid Steel's live streams. It makes it fun because he's always answering questions, and JB Pro doesn't do it to get on anybody's nerves. He's just want to understand a lot of stuff that's going on. You know, he wants to understand everything about YouTube, and that's why he jumps into my stream, Hybrid Steel. He's in the nickname chat. He's in my Discord as well. If you haven't, and you want to be a part of a Discord channel, my Discord channel, Where Tech Matters, look down in the description, and you'll be able to find. I don't know, man. It's just my throat's really dry. I think I might need to get some. I might get some water. Let me be right back. Okay, there we go. That should work. I had to go get me a bottle of water. Okay, we're back. So I went ahead and subscribed to you, JB the Pro, because like I said, you're a big supporter of my channel, and to give back to you, I figured I'd go ahead and just subscribe to you and start watching your videos. Like I said, it's just giving back. That's what counts. All right, guys. The next one we are going to talk about creator. Why is it that is so weird. Why does it go into why I don't weird. Okay, creators chaos, creators coming together, weekly live streams, which is every single Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I know my time, and this is really fun because you get tons of really awesome creators that go into these live streams and they chat about everything. I know, like 1 month ago, they were talking about the YouTube Rewind, Google AdSense. There's all kind of stuff that these guys talk about. I mean, you got people like Hybrid Steel, you have Midnight Madness, Flash in your Pan, you have Real Estate Whisperer, you have Beanie Draws. You have sometimes you get Doug Houston, you get Dan Norton, you get Christian Reddit, which is Launchpad Astronomy. Sometimes I'll pop in there. You get a lot of really good creators on this channel. They talk about everything that deals with YouTube. So if you're looking for a really cool place to chill out and to have some fun, I recommend heading on over to the real estate part of it, and you're not real estate, but Creators Chaos. What is up, MMA Pixels? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. Well, the old creators. Flash in the Pan. Actually, you're talking about the Studio Classic. You can still access it. Because they still have it down there at the bottom. Today I've been accessing it because there's certain things I needed to spot, and I'm not. I gotta get familiar with the man. Yeah, believe it or not, the creator, is that? I don't know if, okay, there it is. I just added in the, wait. You have, yeah, hold on. I'd have to show it to you while we're here. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Basically, everybody is aware of the new YouTube Studio beta where it is, I'm going to go to click, because we're already done with, this is what your YouTube Studio beta is going to look like, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on a computer or something like that. But right here at the bottom, right here, flash in your pen, is right here at the bottom, Creator Studio Classic. And it asks you why you're leaving this, and then I just skip it, and then it goes right to the original dashboard. Awesome. What you have may not be what have I. Flash in your pan. Far as I know, YouTube across the board should be the same on any computer or any PC. Far as I know, I don't know if there's any difference on any other computers, but I know that it all should be the same, unless they done something with on your end. But I know for a fact that what I'm seeing here would be on my laptop or any other device. So that's definitely something to look into. All right. Let's get into the next one. We're going to look at PhotoFin. He is camera tips and tech reviews videos every week. PhotoFin, this guy is really cool. He's a big supporter of a lot of channels as well. Crucial. Oh, he's got some really cool stuff, and he does camera reviews. Camera tips. I just up to you. All good flash in your pan. It's just I was under the assumption that they were going to start doing just with the studio beta, and then I saw that at the bottom. I was like, oh, that is so cool that you can still access the other one, the Studio Classic, which is really cool. But PhotoFin, if you want some camera tips and tech reviews, I recommend checking out PhotoFin's channel. This guy got some really cool stuff, which I'm about to be getting a camera myself, Mr. PhotoFin. So I'm gonna be looking at a large part of your channel to see. Ooh, this is cool. This is going to be really cool to learn a lot of this stuff about cameras. So yeah, I will be definitely watching a large part of his videos. I'm gonna there we go. Go ahead and hit this subscribe, the bell notification. So once I get my camera, Anyways, if you want to learn how to use some cameras, get some tips, tech reviews, head on over to PhotoFin's channel, and you'll definitely be happy with what you find. And there we go. And the link to his channel, it is in the chat. Yeah, maybe. All right, the next guy on the list is Jerry Rig. What? See, I don't get that. See? Okay. See, look, it's in the white mode. I don't have a clue why it's in the white mode. And then I go dark theme off. That's weird. I have no clue. But anyways, this guy, I watch him every single day, and he goes over all the really cool stuff about phones, So if you want to see if your phone that you bought withstands a lot of stuff, I recommend checking out Jerry Rig Everything. This guy does a lot. I mean, look, he does some really gnarly tests on these phones. He does a drop test. He does like scratch tests. He does everything he could possibly think of with these phones and do the test. He opens it up to see what it looks like. It's a lot. So if you want to see how your phone ticks and what to know about it, then I recommend checking out Jerry Rig Everything, and you'll definitely be happy with it. That's the thing, Midnight Madness. It is on dark mode, but for some reason, like certain people's channels is, I don't know. It's a YouTube thing, I guess. But the link to Jerry Rig everything is down there in the chat, so you'll definitely be happy that you've seen the You'll be. I haven't even hit the bell notification, but that is a super cool channel. All right, the next one, coin push. See, what are you doing? I don't. Let's see if we do it this way. Refresh. Okay, there we go. You're welcome, Photo Fan. Thank you for stopping by. But coin pushers, claw kicker, claw machines. This guy is really cool. I like checking out his channel, watching his channel. He does a lot of really cool stuff with his claw kickers and coin pushers. It's just as you can tell. I mean, you could get on YouTube and get tons of subscribers just having claw machines, playing claw machines, which is really cool. So if you're down and you love this type of content, I recommend checking out his channel, and put the link in the chat for you. And that is all she wrote. All right, we're back to me now. Again, if you're new to the channel and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe and the bell notification, because both of those will keep you guys up to date on everything that tech is all about here. And as it says, where tech matters, it's definitely where tech matters. What in the world? Oh. Alright. The next one in the queue is... I don't... There we go. Real Estate Whisperer. This lady, she is super cool. I like the way she talks about all her videos. She's got some really cool tips that if you want to learn all about real estate, I recommend stopping over. And she does a live trivia every single Thursday. I am not sure what time though. Midnight Madness or Hybrid Steel. I'm not too sure what time she goes live, so if y'all can just drop it down in the chat. But she's got some really cool stuff. I like the way she does her channel art, her thumbnails. It's amazing, and she's at the tip of the iceberg, and I enjoy every aspect of her content, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Real Estate Whisperer. Christina, yes, she is cool, dude. Real cool. Alright, the next one we have is Hybrid Steel, gaming tips and reviews, live streams weekly, 21:30 GMT. Let me tell you guys, if you want a really cool guy, a really chilled out live streamer, a gamer that really understands games, I recommend checking out Hybrid Steel. You have a lot of gamers out there, yes, they may understand games, but you won't be able to find a gamer that's like Hybrid Steel when it comes to his reviews. And he's not your typical live streamer that doesn't really pay attention to his chat or the people in his chat. He actually pays attention to people that is in his chat, and that he actually talks to them, and he gives advice, he gives tips, he does everything he possibly can to chat with you guys. He rather talk to you in the chat than majority of the time playing the game. And that's just Hybrid Steel, and that is one of the reasons why I'm subscribed to his channel, and the fact that he's a really good dude. So if you want to see Connor Affair, what's up, dude? Thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you here in the chat. And we're going to drop Hybrid Steel's channel in the description. Not description, I keep getting this mixed up. The chat, and you will definitely have fun with his channel. So head on over and you'll be happy that you did. Now we're going to look into Flash in Your Pan, Tuesday night, Hangout Live, DIY projects, treasure hunting, product intros and reviews, gold prospecting adventures. Guys and gals, this guy is super cool. He is one of my moderators inside. What? You changed? Oh, you changed your channel, right? I'm trying to get better at not losing focus, to be honest with you, Hybrid Steel. But as far as Flash in the Pan, this guy is really cool. I like his style of videos. I like how he does everything. His live streams are really cool. He gets a lot of other gold prospectors, a lot of other channels that joins his live streams and stuff. That's really cool. And it's just really cool to see what he's done and everything. It's just, I'm subscribed to so many channels that I enjoy watching, and the main ones I like to watch are these guys, and they're supporters of everything that they come in and they like watching my streams. So I try my best to be 100% supportive on their sides when I'm able to hop into the live stream. So if you're down with gold prospecting or what's flashing in your pan, head on over to Flash in your pan and give him a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and his channel link is in the chat as well. So the next one, guys and gals, it is Master Your Mobile with D. Nimmin. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn everything about your mobile, if you want to master your mobile to be able to become a YouTube content creator on your mobile phone, I recommend checking out D. Nimmin's channel. He is the guy to go to when it comes to any kind of mobile device tips that you want. He is the guy that will tell you all the ins and outs of the apps that he loves and the apps that will be beneficial for your phone to make content. And if you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough to make content on my phone, don't think that like that, because LFA Reviews, Mr. Beast, a lot of your big time YouTube creators, they started off with a mobile device and now they're right where they're at. And I mean, look at Mr. Beast. He is one of his first 100,000 subscribers were done on a mobile device. So if you want to master your mobile from the Jedi Master himself, head on over to D. Nimmin's, hit the big subscribe button and give him a big thumbs up. Alright. Last but not least, Midnight Madness. 4x4 racing, crashes, onboards, live streams, plus more. He is a really cool, chilled out dude. He is part of the Creator Chaos crew as well. And he also is starting to do podcasts on his channel, which is really cool. I actually have time I'm not able to jump into his live streams, and it's just a lot of stuff going on, and I try my best to, like I said, I try my best to support the channels that support me in any kind of way, and by just watching a lot of his videos and being able to be inside his live streams, his podcast, I enjoyed that. His podcast is really cool. I like his podcast. It's just to talk with, just see him talking with all these other drivers and everything, and then I mean tough truck fails, ultra 4-car rolls there. Ooh, that looks fun to watch. I'm gonna definitely have to watch that. Dang it, Midnight Madness, you derailed me. Great, thank you. Anyways, so if you're down to monster trucks, crashes, onboards, everything that's dealing with racing, and he's also does some live streaming of gameplay of WRC racing, head on over, hit the link, and you guys will definitely enjoy his channel. Alright. Let's get back to the main live scene here. Well, yeah, main live scene. Nope. Do chat scene. Let's do that one. There we go. So, guys and gals, as I mentioned, it's been fun. Restore chat. Thank you. It's been really fun doing this, and I've got an idea in the near future that I may try to see how well this does. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it, but I think it's I think I might do it. I'm not too sure. I had to get with Hybrid Steel and Midnight Madness and the guys up inside the Chaos crew chat and talk with them about all this really cool. I don't know. It's just something that I got going on with me. But as the final thoughts are coming, guys, you guys are awesome, and I thank everybody that has shown out to. Hybrid Steel, you weren't here for that conversation, were you? I work landscaping for the city I work for, and a buddy of mine, I was shoveling, and when I was shoveling, and as I went down, he came up and right on the forehead. So that's basically what it is, and it's fun. Luckily, I have Photoshop because I was taking a few new pictures yesterday, And luckily, I was able to get rid of this in the middle of my forehead, so that is definitely something interesting to get rid of. But anyways, everybody in the chat, I appreciate it a lot that you guys are here, and it's just, it's a lot, you know. It helps when you guys are here and able to support the channel and all that coolness. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, hit the subscribe and the bell notification, and as well as the like, and I will definitely be seeing you guys. No, it wasn't Neil. Midnight Madness, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, Midnight Madness, Flash in Japan, Hybrid Steel, MMA Pixels, JB the Pro, D Niman, Uncle Dan's Dumbassery. Thank you guys for joining me today. And next Sunday, I will be live again. And Monday, tomorrow, be sure to be on the lookout for my newest video, which I will be uploading it tomorrow. And I will definitely see you guys in the near future. Peace. Okay, false. I wasn't ending. I forgot to do something. Oh man, I totally forgot to do something. Oh man, come on, catch up. I totally forgot to do something here. I just saw it right here, and that. Okay, I don't know if any of you have watched my 500 subscriber video. I mentioned something about the wall of comments, which is this right here, and the big blank wall behind me. Every month but anyways, so every month I am going to be combing through like all my videos and just looking for certain comments. And well, I found my comment for the month of, what was it, January. And believe it or not, it came from Neil, which is Crypto Cruising. He commented on it before, and then this one came up after he did the first comment. This one says, "God damn it, I forgot to say congratulations." So Neil, thank you. And you are the first subscriber and commenter that's going to be officially put up here on the wall with these two right here, the comment from Walmart and the 500 subscribers. So alright, I will see you guys later. This is definitely the end of it. Thank you for stopping by, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.